Welcome to Base Camp Blue Sky. I'm Brian.
And I'm Natalie.
And you'll never guess where we are today.
Oh my gosh, what's in Lake Signpost Forest?
Up here in the Yukon, Canada.
We're exploring the Alaska Highway on our way to Whitehorse. Every mile has a story, from unexpected wildlife to stretches of rough road to hidden waterfalls tucked just off the Alcan. There's so much to see. Let's hit the road. A light morning rain falls steadily as we pull out of Laird Hot Springs Campground, rolling north once again on the Alaska Highway. The clouds hang low, and almost immediately, there it is, our first bison sighting of the trip. We slow to a crawl and just take it in. There'll be plenty more bison ahead, but that first encounter, it always stops you in your tracks. Just up the highway is Smith River Falls, a two-tier waterfall thundering down into a deep blue lagoon. It's one of those places that's easy to miss if you're rushing north, but worth every minute of the short hike. We're hoping for a brief glimpse of sunshine to bring out the blue color in the rushing water.
Today we're visiting Smith River Falls.
We linger here for a while, soaking it all in, the sound, the spray, and that feeling of being completely surrounded by wilderness. And yet not too far off of the Alaska Highway. Not far up the road, we find ourselves surrounded by bison. Dozens of them. Big bulls, mothers, and calves grazing right along the Alaska Highway. As it turns out, these aren't plains bison like you'll find farther south. These are wood bison, the largest land mammals in North America, and they're native to this region of the northern British Columbia and southern Yukon. By the early 1900s, wood bison had nearly disappeared, but thanks to careful conservation and reintroduction efforts, small herds like this one now roam freely again. A few miles farther north, we stop at a large paved pullout overlooking the Liard River below.
What do you think?
Yep.
Is there a view?
Yep, there is.
A simple stone obelisk marks the spot. Nothing fancy, just a quiet place along the road to pause.
This monument is dedicated to the surveyors of the Alaskan Highway. Their skill and dedication made construction of this route possible.
The rain hasn't let up, and the mist hangs thick over the valley, softening everything in sight. It's one of those Yukon moments where the world feels hushed, like the land is catching its breath between storms. Sometimes it's the simplest stops like this that remind us just how far north we've come. Crossing into the Yukon. That feels good to say.
Made these.
Yeah, with the cutout around the.
So on this side, you have drive brought the truck down.
I don't know if it's gonna stick very well in this wet.
Hey, Kirk and Trudy from Littleton.
Yeah, how about that? Okay, that's the best I can do.
How about jerk with the camera?
The sign was already plastered with stickers from travelers all over the world, so of course we had to add our Base Camp Blue Sky to the mix. Gotta mark the moment. A few miles up the road, we stop at the 60th parallel pullout, where the Yukon officially begins. The rain's still falling, but we take a few minutes to read the signs and learn about this vast northern territory.
Everything's kind of wet.
The Better Yukon Welcome sign is at this pullout too, and this one's got room to play. Since we'll need to detach before reaching our next campground anyway, this feels like the perfect spot to unhook. We'll drive the Jeep into position for a quick photo op, and it's hard not to smile. After all the miles behind us, standing here at the border of the Yukon feels like a real milestone. The road ahead is calling, but for the moment, we just soak it in. We've made it to the Yukon. We're here, standing in the world-famous Lake Signpost Forest. What an incredible place! A maze of signs and stories from travelers all over the world. It started way back in 1942 when a homesick U.S. Army soldier working on the highway posted a sign pointing to his hometown. Others followed, and before long, it grew into this living monument to everyone who's ever traveled this road. We finally find the perfect spot to add our own small piece to this story. A little bit of Base Camp Blue Sky, joining the history of the Alaska Highway.
So here's our ski we put up. We've got our Base Camp Blue Sky label on there from Montrose, Colorado, June of 2025. The only thing we didn't put on there is how many miles Montrose is from Watson Lake here in Alaska.
If we were to come again, I would certainly add how many miles it is to Montrose, Colorado.
Yep, or wherever you're coming from.
Yeah, but at least we have something here. We are represented.
Yep, so look for the snow ski if you are ever coming up this way.
And the snow ski is right next to one of these entrances where they have this sea buoy.
That's a pretty good tip.
Right, so we're close to the buoy. I love that.
Yep, the buoy. The signposts just go on forever. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane how many signs there are. I mean, here's a July of '92. I wish more people put dates on their things just so that we can see. A lot of people have, but you know, it's just even just all these license plates. You know, they need to put more notes on there so you know what the heck they're talking about.
Barbara, 1991.
There's a 91. Lots of fun, lots of fun. Lots of history here, lots of families, lots of people coming up here and having fun. And that's kind of what this whole drive to Alaska is about, is having fun. It's fun to search for other people's signs. It's fun to put your own sign up. So make sure, if you're coming up this way, plan for this. Make a nice sign that will last a few years. There's a lot that have deteriorated and they're unreadable. So it's like, come up with a nice sign, something unique, something fun. Have your family sign it. Put your hometown on it, how many miles you are from your hometown, and a date. And that's really cool. That's what we need to do. We found you, Traveling Robert.
It's here, just so you know.
We found you. Good job. Nice and low. We found you, KYD.
We found KYDs.
Right there.
How fun. It's fun to look for it. We got into the Yukon today, and this is one of the first stops when you're in the Yukon is get to the Signpost Forest.
Yep.
And we've walked around here over an hour, maybe 2 hours walking around. It's fascinating.
Awesome. It's awesome.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, really enjoyed our time here. We put up a sign, we've looked for other people's signs, and it's just so fun to walk around and see everything.
Gotta be here. You gotta make a sign and put it up if you're ever coming this way. Tomorrow we're on our way to Whitehorse, and we'll see what we see when we get up there.
It's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be good. Sun's finally come out. I think the next few days might be okay for weather.
Right, we had rain all day today and it's been cloudy the last few days, but Whitehorse, here we come.
Here we come.
Morning dawns clear and sunny, a perfect day to make our way to Whitehorse. So long, Signpost Forest. Until next time. It's hard not to linger in a place with so many travelers' memories, but the road is calling. The rig needs fuel to make it to Whitehorse, so we pull into one of the only fuel stations in Watson Lake. It's kind of a rinky-dink operation here, but that's pretty normal for the Yukon. We hook up the Jeep and hit the road. From here, the Yukon portion of the Alaskan Highway begins to show its character. A lot of construction, plenty of gravel, and frequent slowdowns. But that's part of the adventure. This is the real Alaskan Highway, and like we've been saying, every mile has its story. Our first stop of the day is Rancheria Falls, just off of the Alaska Highway. There's a generously wide pullout here, with room for a lot of big rigs, making it easy to take the short hike to the falls. The water tumbles over rugged rock into a narrow gully of a river, but unlike the deep blue of glacier meltwater, here it's a rich root beer color, swirling with minerals and tannins from the surrounding forest. The sound of the cascade, the warm sun, and the surrounding trees make it a perfect little detour, a refreshing pause on the drive to Whitehorse.
Okay, it's looking good. You can start straightening it out slightly. Or I guess crank harder. But right now you look real good. You're gonna make it on my side. It's gonna be fine. Okay, you need to cut some more. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Okay, he says I can park next to you in front of those trees park the Jeep. Yeah, right over there is where he said. Okay, yeah, oh, your pedestal's up here in front. You don't have to back up anymore. In fact, it's not going to make you any more level to back up.
Finally, Whitehorse. After days on the Alaska Highway, the first major town we've seen since Prince George feels like a welcome sight. The adventure isn't over yet. Tomorrow we'll explore the town and check out what it has to offer. But for now, it's just good to be here in the heart of the Yukon and take a deep breath after an incredible drive.
Good morning. We are in Whitehorse, Yukon today, and we are going to the Canyon Loop Trail this morning with a lot from our group, and we're gonna hike along the Yukon River. The sun's out, so it's a good day to take advantage of that.
Kind of.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it might cloud up, but right now it's really good. So I really think we need to take advantage of that.
We're gonna do a quick drive through Whitehorse. Like here's our first gas station. So we gotta kind of eyeball some of these fueling stations.
Yeah, see what kind of options we get.
Fuel up here before we bug out in a couple of days.
Yep.
It's going to be a great day here in Whitehorse. Our first hike of the morning takes us to Miles Canyon, a stunning stretch of the Yukon River with dramatic canyon walls carved over thousands of years. And it's just a short distance from the town center, making it an easy and accessible stop.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
This bridge was on my list.
Was it?
Yes.
Fantastic, Natalie.
Yes.
Here you are.
The highlight, the walking bridge spanning the river, a perfect vantage point for photos and soaking in the river scenery.
This hole right along the water. Last year we came, there were boats down there. There were jet boats.
We're not alone. Many of our tour group have joined us, making it a lively start to exploring this part of the Yukon. Between the rushing river, the canyon walls, and the chatter of fellow travelers, it's an energetic way to kick off our Whitehorse adventure.
And you can rent some paddle boards and kayaks here, which might be really fun because it looks like a wonderful little lake on this river. Doggies in the Yukon.
finishing our hike in Miles Canyon and grabbing the classic Whitehorse sign photo op, we head into town to explore a bit more. It's lunchtime and we're hungry. We find a local favorite for fresh halibut fish and chips, the perfect way to refuel after a morning of hiking and sightseeing.
I'll get a picture of the
That's
bowl.
presentation.
It's great to be able to enjoy the local flavors while soaking in the character of Whitehorse, a lively little city with plenty of history and charm tucked right along the Yukon River.
We're at the fish ladder to get over this dam. And it's too early in the season. They've had 0 fish. Last year they only had 400 and
Or 10.
10, and the year before was 420, so they still don't get very many fish up here. But if you look at this map, they're coming, the fish, the salmon are coming from the Bering Sea and getting in here at the Yukon River and going all the way past Dawson City to get to Whitehorse and this dam to get into this lake that we just walked around. That's a heck of a long journey. What
That's
does it
a
say?
long journey.
Over almost 2,000 miles. Yeah.
They don't eat during the 3 months it takes them to swim from the Pacific Ocean to Whitehorse. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Most
a
of the
long
salmons
journey.
become victims of predators, starvation, and fishing, and only a small portion of the original number survives to pass through the Whitehorse Rapids Fishway.
It's amazing.
Yeah, crazy. They got to stock them, and they just need to
Amazing.
probably
What
stock
a
more.
3-month journey to try to get here.
We're a long ways
And
in.
then getting up this ladder. This ladder is a lot steeper than
Yeah.
I first imagined it was going to be.
Yeah.
It is now time to check out a Canadian Tire. Oh, she blew it up. Okay, we got a coin. Let's see if it works. No? Okay, I don't get it. Oh, like that.
But then you get your coin back.
I thought you were supposed to get your coin back when you hook it up at the end. Okay, I don't get it.
I think this here Canadian Superstore, and it might be on the smaller side of Canadian Superstores, but it has about a quarter of what we would call a superstore in the States. Everything was about a quarter of what we normally have.
I would say half. I wouldn't say a quarter.
Well, but the butter aisle was this big instead of this big. The water aisle was this big instead of half the aisle.
Well, yeah.
You know, the normal kind of odds and ends stuff, that's okay, but the consumables, the milk section was 2 freezers or refrigerators full of milk. That was it. It wasn't 8. So
Okay.
it's just not a superstore, but we're in Whitehorse, and this is probably pretty big for Whitehorse.
It was real similar to the one in Prince George.
Yeah,
Very similar to the one in Prince George.
there you go.
There you
At
go.
least it had a bakery,
Yeah.
so they say.
I like the croissant I got in
Yeah, it was
in
very
the
good.
Prince George store. Those were good croissants. So okay, well I like that.
It's the Yukon Transportation Museum. This is the world's largest plane vane. So somehow when the wind blows it turns using its tail rudder, I believe. There's still engine in those engine nozzles. Still has tires. It's pointing a different direction than it was pointing earlier. It's a plain vein. Cool. Is here at the Transportation Museum. It's like they're trying to... Huh? Probably take a pretty good gust of wind to make it move. Can you imagine this ginormous thing going across glaciers and the tundra? It's the United States Army, is what it says on the side. So they must have used it to get stuff to stuff. An overland tracker maybe? And a big snowplow kind of thing on the front. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So this is the historic mile 917.
Since we left Dawson Creek.
Yeah, so we're
917 miles away from Dawson Creek.
Yep.
We've come a long way.
We've come a long way. We have a long way to still to go.
We still have a long way to go. I've got an observation that I want to tell you about. So far on this trip, starting from British Columbia, down in British Columbia, the RV parks were not crowded at all. There was plenty of room, plenty of RV spots, and the further north we're getting into the Yukon, the busier these RV parks seem to be.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I don't know if we're going to find that the rest of our trip. Is the further north, the more crowded the RV parks are. Because in British Columbia, I thought these places are practically empty. And there was a lot of room. And I'm like, is this how it's going to be through the whole trip? But now here in the Yukon, they're pretty busy.
I think it's because there's fewer of them.
Maybe there's fewer of them. I don't know. It just seems to be more crowded with RVs the further north we're getting.
And the services, the RV service, you know, the services that they are providing are kind of getting worse and worse.
Well, we're in the middle of nowhere, so...
Because we're in the middle of...
So I kind of get it.
Nowhere, Yukon, yeah.
I kind of get it. But an interesting observation. I just wanted to take that moment to say that.
The other thing that I'm seeing is the sun doesn't come out until about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, because that's when the clouds go away. So right now it's 8:14.
And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful.
It's very nice
about
out.
like 4 in the afternoon. That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
So,
it does feel like 4 in the afternoon. But tomorrow we're going to Skagway along the coast. And I think it's going to be kind of wet.
Yeah, we might get some rain.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
What I found at the store yesterday at the Real Canadian Superstore. Old Dutch ketchup potato chips. How Canadian. So, I had to try it. So I bought the bag. Ketchup potato chips. That's how they look. Well, yeah. What is it? Ketchup powder? What is it? There's definitely ketchup flavor. Wow.
Was it salty?
Yes, but a lot of ketchup flavor. I mean, I don't think it needs that much.
Oh.
It's a little overboard on the flavoring for what not looks like a lot, but it is.
Maybe your first chip was a lot.
Maybe. No, you need to try one.
Okay.
You need to try one of these guys. It's not
You're
there.
right.
It's not there at first, but then it's like, wow, ketchup.
Yeah. So if you think of a barbecue chip
Yes.
as a barbecue chip, this is a ketchup chip that has as much potency as a barbecue chip.
But it's truly ketchup.
But it's ketchup,
There's no mistaking it.
no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it like a little much? Like it could. It
It's
doesn't
almost
need
a
that much.
vinegar in ketchup. Like it's got a little
Yes.
sour, not sour, but vinegary flavor.
To the ketchup. Yes.
It's not super sweet at all.
No.
Maybe a little bit of sweet, but it's not terrible.
It's ketchup, but yeah, definitely a vinegar-based ketchup.
Never seen it before. So yeah,
It's a Canadian
Canadian,
thing.
eh?
There you go.
That's a wrap for Whitehorse. We had a lot of fun exploring, hiking, and tasting some local favorites. But next up, our first taste of Alaska, Skagway. It'll be even more fun. If you're enjoying what we're doing, give us a thumbs up and say a quick hi in the comments. We love hearing from you. Skagway, Alaska. We can't wait. Let's hit the road.